creepypasta is AI generated by ChatGPT and later edited by me, as a note, as a writer said. So I don't know how I'm gonna read this creepypasta, but he edited it and AI made it, so I guess I'll rate both. The editor and the fucking AI, I kinda don't care, so. Anyway, here we go. DleiffraG, Garfield show creepypasta. I was feeling nostalgic one evening, reminiscing about simpler times, when I sat for hours watching the Garfield show. Eager to relive those memories, I decided to search for full episodes on YouTube. Scrolling through, something caught my eye, a video simply titled DleiffraG. The name was odd, a jumbled mess that looked like someone had smashed their keyboard, but curiosity got the better of me. I clicked on it, half expecting a broken link or a poorly titled fan edit. Instead, the screen went black, and after a few seconds, the familiar theme music of the Garfield show started to play. Relief washed over me as the iconic orange cat appeared, lunging lazily on his usual patch of sunlit floor. But something was off. The colors seemed muted, almost as if a shadow had been cast over the animation. The usual cheerful background music was distorted, warbling in and out of tune. Creating a sense of unease, I shook it off, convincing myself it was just a poorly ripped file. As Garfield began his typical monologue, I noticed his eyes, normally half-lidded and lazy, were wide open and unblinking. They were naturally enlarged and glowed with a sickly yellow hue. He stared directly at the screen, his gaze almost piercing through me. The more I watched, the more I felt those eyes weren't just animated, they felt real, like something sinister lurked behind them. The scene changed abruptly. The background faded to a pitch-black void, and the Garfield was the only thing visible on the screen. His body began to distort, limbs angulating and twisting in unnatural ways, all the while his eyes never left mine. He moved closer to the screen, his smile stretching into a grotesque grin that split his face in half. A chill ran down my spine as I tried to close the tab, but my mouse wouldn't respond. Panic set in, and I attempted to shut down my computer, but it was frozen, the cursor unmovable. Garfield's voice, usually so laid back and comical, became low and menacing. "Why are you here?" he asked, his voice echoing unnaturally. "This is not for you." I could feel my heart pounding my chest as I desperately tried to force the computer off. Suddenly, the screen flickered and went black. I thought it was over, but then Garfield's face reappeared, larger and more terrifying than before. His eyes were now a deep blood red, and his grin revealed sharp, jagged teeth. "You shouldn't have come here," he whispered, his voice echoing in the silence of my room. In a last-ditch effort, I yanked the power cord from the wall. The screen went dark, and I sat there in the dim glow of my desk lamp, my breath coming in ragged gasp. The room was eerily silent, save for the pounding of my heart in my ears. I didn't sleep that night. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw Garfield's twisted, malevolent face staring back at me. The next morning, I casually plugged my computer back in, and turned it on. Everything seemed normal, no trace of the video or any abnormalities. I told myself it was just a bizarre glitch, a bad dream even, but deep down I knew better. Every now and then, when I browse the internet, I catch a glimpse of those yellow eyes, in the periodicity of my vision, watching, waiting. Now I avoid any mention of the Garfield show. If you ever come across a title called DleiffraG, do yourself a favor and ignore it. Some memories are best left buried and burned. Some things are not meant to be found. So that was a Garfield creepypasta. I'm not gonna lie though, when I did the beginning, it was kind of cliched, but then it started actually, starting to be good, but it's kind of short. It's not too long, sadly. But it was starting to get good. But then again, this is AI, so he did edit it, so I don't know. Some parts are probably, just AI generated. It's probably why they sucked and cliched. But as for the AI part, I don't know, man. I think you should just write in your own story. Trust me, it wouldn't have been that bad, and it's not lazy. But, so it's gonna be kind of hard to, and the grotesque, he turns into a demon. It's so fucking scary. That's fucking cringy as hell. But later on, it started getting kind of, good. And then Garfield started talking to him and shit. I don't know, it just felt better. After, the first and second paragraph, started getting more, what do we call it? That adrenaline you feel a little bit. You put yourself in that moment, like imagining the story inside yourself. That's what I like about it, at least later on the parts. So if I could say, I'm not gonna lie, the beginning sucked. Later on, it was better. I don't know a lot about Garfield, so I know he's lazy and shit, and he always says, Mondays, am I right? So, But anywho, I'm gonna rate it just a 5 out of 10 to get this over with. So, that was Creepypasta, so bye. I don't fucking shit.